Hello, Miriam at the Bureau with your national weather forecast for tomorrow, Tuesday the 24th of June. Now, taking a look at our weather map for tomorrow, we can see generally settled conditions across much of Western and Northern Australia as this ridge of high pressure pushes across the west coast and out across the continent. Most of our weather is focused through the southeast, where we have a pair of cold fronts sweeping through, bringing strong, vigorous winds, showers, thunderstorms, large waves, small hail, and eventually snow to low levels. There's a lot going on with these cold fronts, so we do have a dedicated severe weather update video, which was issued a little bit earlier today, which takes you through all the details around that weather in the southeast. For now though, I'll take you on a briefer state-by-state look at tomorrow's forecast, starting with Queensland. In Queensland tomorrow, we are likely to see a few showers across the eastern districts and across the southern inland as the tail end of this low pressure trough sweeps through. The rainfall totals are very much on the lower side of things though, with most areas struggling to see more than 5 millimetres or so. It will also be warmer than average across much of Queensland tomorrow. For Brisbane, we are looking at showers increasing through the day and a top of 24 degrees. In New South Wales, rain areas, showers and inland thunderstorms are on the forecast for tomorrow, with the heaviest falls most likely about the ranges and the western slopes. Strong and gusty winds will continue through the day, with warnings in place for damaging winds across parts of the southeast, likely to become more extensive throughout the day, possibly extending to parts of the east coast as well, including the Sydney area. Later in the day, we're likely to see the cold air moving in, which means the snow level will drop, most likely down to around 1,200 metres by late tomorrow evening, but overnight into Wednesday, it will drop even further, likely down to around 700 or 800 metres. For Sydney tomorrow, we are heading for a showery day and a top of 21 degrees. For Canberra, showers and a top of 14 degrees. Showers and isolated thunderstorms across Victoria tomorrow, with vigorous winds continuing and wind warnings in place for many areas. We are likely to see the heaviest falls about the eastern ranges or with any thunderstorms that develop during the day. Later on, we'll see the cold air moving in, so showers of small hail will become a risk, as well as the snow level dropping, particularly about those eastern areas. We may drop down to as low as 1,200 metres or so by tomorrow evening, but lowering down to 700 or 800 metres overnight into early Wednesday. We're also likely to see abnormally high tides along the southern Victorian coastline, including for Port Phillip Bay and Lakes Entrance. That means we could see some local inundation of low-lying areas on the high tide through tomorrow. For Melbourne, we are heading for showers tomorrow and gusty winds, a top of 15 degrees. Down in Tasmania, showers are on the forecast as well, more frequent in the north with heavier falls more likely, less frequent through the southeast. We are likely to see strong northerly winds shifting a little bit more westerly through the day. We are also looking at abnormally high tides for parts of the Tasmanian coastline, mainly around the southeast, including around the River Derwent, and in the west around Macquarie Harbour. For tomorrow, Hobart is looking at a shower or two and a top of 15 degrees. In South Australia tomorrow, scattered showers and coastal thunderstorms across southern and southeastern parts of the state. We may see some locally moderate falls, particularly about the windward coasts. Strong winds will continue throughout the southeast as well, and warnings are in place. They don't extend to the Adelaide metro area, but they do include the Mount Lofty ranges. We are likely to see large waves and abnormally high tides for parts of the coast of South Australia as well. Those waves could reach 6 to 8 metres through the day tomorrow in the southeast. Further inland, we are looking at more settled weather on our forecast for tomorrow, although it could get a little gusty at times. Adelaide is heading for a shower or two tomorrow and a top of 14 degrees. In Western Australia tomorrow, we are expecting a cold morning I should say, tomorrow morning, with morning fogs through parts of the Southwest Land Division and the chance of frost across parts of the southern interior. Otherwise, a partly cloudy day across the south with a few showers about the coastal fringe and large waves easing in the south too. It'll be drier and sunnier further north. Perth is expecting a mostly sunny day and a top of 19 degrees. Across the Northern Territory tomorrow, we are looking at generally settled conditions, with a cooler, drier surge starting to push up from the south. We may see a little bit of cloud about the top end coast, particularly in the east. Morning fog is possible, and then the very slight chance of a shower continuing there. Generally though, we are expecting those dry conditions to continue across the territory. Darwin is heading for a mostly sunny top of 31 degrees tomorrow. Now you can find the updates around the severe weather in the southeast in today's severe weather update video. For all your usual forecasts though, check out the Bureau's website, the Bomb Weather app and our social media. Have a great night and we'll catch you next time.